If you are looking for a powerful gaming phone without the aggressive and flashy looks, this could be it. It is the iQOO 11 from Vivo, which just arrived in Malaysia and I've been using for about 2 weeks. So here's what I have to say about it. At this time of shooting, this is the first Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 smartphone to arrive in Malaysia and I do not have any pricing details just yet. Now let's start off by talking about the design here. Now I really love how the entire phone looks like as a gaming phone. In fact, it is a really low profile gaming phone that nobody will realize that it is actually a gaming phone. Now on the front you get a 6.67-inch Quad HD display that refreshes at 144Hz. It is a very bright display, very colorful AMOLED display, just like what you would expect out of a flagship device, and there's a punch hole cutout right on top that houses a 60-megapixel camera. Now look at the back here. This is one thing that really impresses me because as a gaming phone, you really don't need to be all aggressive all the time, and iQOO has really done a great job right here. Now this phone has a nice white color fox leather that reminds me of the Galaxy Note 3 back then, and it has this BMW Motorsport branding right here that looks really cool because this is one of the phones that iQOO has collaborated with BMW Motorsport. I'm not sure if they are going to do anything right here in Malaysia, but yep, this is a collaboration with BMW Motorsport and I really like the branding right here that gives it a really nice unique look. Now the camera bump here is actually very slim. In fact, it is just as slim as the Vivo X80 series camera bump and I really like it a lot. The iQOO 11 has the most impressive triple camera system of any gaming phones right now. It has a 50-megapixel main lens with OIS, a 12-megapixel telephoto that goes up to 2x optical zoom, and an 8-megapixel ultra-wide lens. Most gaming smartphones in the market right now will only offer a main and ultra-wide as well as a macro or depth lens, but I'm really glad that Vivo has made the third lens and ultra-wide lens so that you can really use this phone to go take photos anywhere that you want. And there's just one bonus point is that Vivo has integrated its latest V2 ISP chip inside the phone, so you can actually get really amazing shots when you use this camera. And here's how the camera samples look like. As you can see, the dynamic range, the colors and details are also well kept. Even if this is just early software, I'm really impressed with what this camera system is capable of. Aside from the great image quality, the main camera of the iQOO 11 is capable of taking 8K videos at 30 frames per second. It can also take 4K 60, but it is only limited to the main lens only, whereas the telephoto and ultra-wide lens can only take up to 1080p at 30 frames per second, which is kind of underwhelming, but yeah, most people would probably be using the main camera to shoot videos all the time. And now, when it comes to performance, no doubt the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 outperformed the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 when it comes to efficiency and performance. But if you do a quick benchmark between this phone and the previous 8 Plus Gen 1 device, you actually find a very minor improvement when it comes to benchmark scores. And not to mention that the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 is already a really powerful chipset that can do well in many games on Android, even like heavy games such as Genshin Impact, Apex Legends, and PUBG Mobile. So to be honest, what the 8 Gen 2 really improves on during my full week of testing is that it has been really good when it comes to power efficiency. I mean, I can really game a lot and not really needing to worry about how fast the battery drops. I mean, given that it has a 5000 mAh battery inside, but this is probably one of the best performing phones when it comes to power efficiency, as you really don't need to worry about battery life issues. And in terms of its thermals, I'm just surprised that without all that crazy cooling and all that most gaming phones have, the iQOO 11 remains really cool when it comes to gaming for long hours. And that is something that I have been very impressed with what the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip offers out of the box. And I would expect most gaming phones coming out in 2023 that uses this chip to have significantly better cooling performance and also better gaming performance as well. Other hardware features that I really like about the iQOO 11 includes an IR blaster as well as support for 120W fast charging and USB PD charging. This is something that many gaming phones still do not offer at this point of time. Now, what are the bad things about the iQOO 11 now that I've mentioned quite a few good things? Well, first of all, it doesn't have wireless charging and IP68 water and dust resistance, which is something that many flagships would have had really. And considering that the iQOO 11 isn't designed like a gaming phone, it looks like a regular flagship smartphone, it's kind of disappointing that iQOO didn't include all these so-called flagship features right here, and I think some will actually find it quite a deal breaker. But otherwise, this is a really good smartphone, and I'm really impressed with what the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chipset is able to offer on the iQOO 11. It is a very handsome looking smartphone without all that aggressive gaming looks. It will probably make a lot of people turn eyes on your phone because this is a really nice looking phone that I think that many will appreciate. So yep, that's pretty much on my review of the iQOO 11. Let me know what are your thoughts in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos coming right up, and give us a thumbs up if you love what you saw. I'll see you guys in the next one.